Hey everyone, Chef, Terraformers, Red Path, I want to say? Yeah. 4 games to go at a minimum. We'll see. I make no promises. So, Red Path. Really all we care about is resources. None of these immediately contribute to resources. Starting with a research center is kind of interesting. I actually think the way that I want to think about this initially is what gives us the most resources to start. So if we take scientific, we get 2 bonus science per turn. If we take life, we get 0 resources. If we take balanced, we get 1 resource. I don't know if that's really the best way to think about it, but let's give it a shot. Pretty hard to say no to Auntie at the start with in-depth survey. Alex does give us a nice nitrates boost, but the in-depth survey is, +3, sometimes even +4 resources right off the bat. So I think we might want to opt for that first. And then I feel like getting a couple extra nitrates would be nice in case we see something like a tuber farm. It'd be nice to build a couple laboratories. We don't have a great place to actually put down this university laboratory combo because I want this to be food and I want this to be power. So it doesn't actually leave any great synergistic squares here. Which means I'm probably going to put down the lab alone. And I'm going to hold on to the university for later, or we might get like the world's earliest resonance station. Which, wouldn't be that bad either. Now the one thing we are going to need here in a hurry as we grab the tuber farm that we were looking for. Could grab a second lab. Could build a second lab like right now, actually. Yeah. The one thing we're really going to need pretty desperately here is titanium in order to get all of these mines up, especially because they're going to cost us 8. But that'll be something that we can deal with when we get to a greenhouse farm. We could also build here relatively early. And we're kind of far away from all 3 of these. I'm just going to get started on power as fast as possible. As soon as this first trade route comes in, I think we really need to emphasize getting titanium and basically never stopping. We have a second nitrate out there. You have a first robot hub, which is going to be pretty important, despite the fact that we have no titanium right now. And then we kind of have free science to give away. So I'm going to hit 2 more explorations here just to see what else we can see out in the wild. We're going to have nothing that we can use in-depth survey on there. I mean, I guess. And we've got 1 thing we can use in-depth survey on there. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns, and we have 6 turns. So we should be able to upgrade all of these deposits if we so choose. It just means that we're not going to be able to explore. This is kind of free at this point. And I don't think I really have the space for a 3rd lab, especially knowing I want to put a robot hub down. So we're probably going to do something like this. And then we have to uncover these first. And then that buys us a little extra time. Let's go ahead and upgrade here. Let's put our second house down. Let's get onto that node. We're still really not finding titanium anywhere right now, which is a little bit of a problem. But we do have a lot of tritium to explore in the nearby area. We can definitely place this. Now let's think about this, right? We are basically 1 exploration away from building a tuber farm. And I really think that's all that I need to see. We'll just do it. So our power is a little bit of an issue, but it's fine. We'll recover. -14, I'm chilling. We're going to be real tight on titanium here, so I don't think I'm going to take you. We do have a university sitting in hand, so a laboratory to grab for like a couple turns from now isn't the worst idea. We'll upgrade you. We actually can't upgrade you because you're not a mine. So instead, we'll probably upgrade this. Next time the satellite comes up, we'll hit this node, and then we'll go 1, 2 for our upgrades, and that'll be auntie done. It also manages to get us a small amount of titanium, which is pretty good. Probably going to be building a lot of robots this game. So improved robotics is looking pretty good. And then here's our resonance station we wanted. So satellite me here. I'll take my +2 titanium. Upgrade me here. Next turn we can build our large nitrate mine. And we have a large hint of titanium out here, which is nice. Hey, we need to get a good city up here. It's so much resources. Hospital wouldn't be that bad. It just kind of keeps us from losing. I don't want to spend more titanium, even though we have it, and we're kind of good on labs right now. So yeah, give me a hospital. Upgrade this water deposit. Build a large nitrate mine, and then we can switch you over. Because I would rather build up science to get these projects done, to get this research center down. And then, do we have satellite next turn? No, we're not going to be able to upgrade that titanium. That's unfortunate. Free rock destruction, modular apartments, regional buildings, not huge. I do like an early Eureka. An early Eureka is pretty good. So better than everything that George offers us. I want to say yes. I think it's better than modular apartments. Although 2 modular apartments next to each other is kind of crazy. But it's also 6 titanium. You're only making 2 food per turn. It's not stellar. So we'll definitely grab this. I think we'll definitely take Jung. We will turn this project in. And then I think we just continue exploring massive hints of titanium. So I can build a robot hub here, and I can grab you, and I can grab an empty tile. I can also do this. This is the only space left for... No, we have 2 more spaces left. Actually, we're fine. You can go here, and then you can go here, and then we're saving up 8 titanium again. It'll probably be this tile, and we're going to hope that it's a city location because, I mean, just look at it. It's crazy. Applied Science Center, landing pad, Marcia. I feel like I kind of need trade routes at this point. I would love to take power at this point. And you can just go here. Because that gets us more titanium faster. Yeah, that's fine. And then you come up here for titanium. It's a plain city. That's kind of not great. I'm going to try here, and then if it's not here, we're going to have to found a plain city, and the unhappiness is just going to be an issue for a little while. And I'm going to wait for you to be a pit mine. I would much rather have the pit mine. I wouldn't mind having like 1 more expansion tile here to like put the photovoltaic field there. I know it's not getting the +1 from elevation, but eh. Take Cyanophyta pretty happily. I would take a tritium thermo generator pretty happily. Give me more titanium. Puts you at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can only build 4 more buildings. I do need to save this for a second robot hub. Which means we're going to have to throw something out. Which is not great. But it's kind of the way it goes. And I think the weakest building in our hand right now might be a hospital. Because if we bin this, we can save up science for a research center. And I'd much rather have a research center. And then I need 4 more water to found this city. No, I was going to check this tile as well. Satellite 2 turns. Yeah, it's fine. I think Road Paver Depot is looking pretty good. I'll take 2 tritium, please. That'll let me build another one of you. And then if I take this, I'll actually get like a ton of expansion tiles out of that. So we could grab this tile. We don't have any elevated tiles, unfortunately. Are you any good? Not really. I'd be willing to build a city there. We can also build you. So that's our water income taken care of. And then I do think an AI-guided road network is probably just looking like the best thing we could take. So 2 turns we can found this. 1 turn if we satellite this thing, which we can do next turn. I would pretty happily take a tuber farm at this point. Oh, we don't have space for it, of course. So satellite here. It's a crater. Is it a good crater? Not really. I think I'd rather take a fertile soil, especially because I've got this bad boy just sitting in hand. So what's that configuration going to look like? What's going to be house, house, house? Food. Well, not... No, because then I'd have to destroy rocks, and I can't afford to do that this turn. It could be university. It could be house, support, house, university, lab, lab. Then something else over here, maybe like a second power array, and then food, soil factory, food. I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. So you go here. You're going to go here. Next turn, we destroy this rock, you go here. And I can't really afford to explore this turn, so I'm just going to make 5 science. And then I can also build a research center next turn. And I get an elevated tile, so I can put the photovoltaic field here. Okay, this is good. We like this. I need a robot hub pretty badly. Come on. No? Second photovoltaic field, though? Rover Exploration Center? I need tiles, but like power's also an issue. So give me this. Destroy this. +2 food. This is a free space, and this is a free space. So you can go there pretty safely. And then I guess we field research again? I guess so. I need expansion tiles pretty badly. And power is going to be our issue if one shows up. So give me this. That'll put us at 5. Water, I can't spare the titanium or the power right now. We want this. We want this. We actually want all of this. But I don't think we're going to be able to hold it all. This would be 12 projects in hand. We'd have to throw out 4 things. I would be willing to part ways with a research, a university. So we could take 2, we could hold 2 things. What 2 things would you want? You don't have the power to build a gas factory. You would really like a Martia. You would really like a robot hub. Okay. You know what? When you're right, you're right. So you can go, and you can go, and 22 nitrates, you can go. Like, you're good, but we have no game plan for actually playing it. 5, 6, 7, 28, 30. That'll let us build the Martia next turn. But you won't have the titanium to do both, so it doesn't really matter. Bring in more titanium, then. Just focus on building the robot hub next turn. Because with the robot hub, you can build more power. This is good. This goes here. So that we get this, and so that obviously we get this. And then we want this for 2 extra power. And then do we have a hint of power anywhere? If we had a hint of power somewhere on this map, we could get that titanium mine up this turn. We don't, so we're just going to get more titanium. And then we're just going to grab like a whatever. And then next turn we can do Martia plus titanium deposit, which will get us 1 more expansion tile, which should probably be tritium. so that if we see tritium thermogenerators or fusion reactors show up, we can build them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. And we're already looking for our next city location. It's not going to be you. Alright. We have a plan. We have a plan. Economy's coming along. We're looking at getting some life forms up relatively soon. We're going to have a lot of water and oxygen factor. It'd be a nice pickup. But let's focus on playing what we have in our hand first. You're going to give me a nice +5 because you're immune to radiation. So we have no radiation here? No, you have no radiation protection here. Oh, yeah. This is pretty fair. And then I want you to be this tritium deposit. I would like to mine you. And now we're going to need power. That'll put you at 7 and 7. It's not going to be good enough. You also need an empty tile for your bacteria spreader, because you're going to want to play that relatively soon, given how often you're using field research. I think I would take a second lab to prep for this. Oh, we threw the university out. We don't care as much now. Still, though, we're pretty close to being able to build one of those things, and our nitrate intake is, like, pretty good. So I think we just grab you. Deimos, not now. Well, I saw 2 titanium there. We'll probably come back to you later. Just not right now, though. The public baths is looking pretty good as a support building. And then we also have expansion tiles and an Android hub. But I'd also like to explore this turn. There's too much to do. Too many options. Why don't we start looking around down here? You have nothing. But you do have a shitload of mines. Holy cow. Okay, that'll probably be a city. I mean, or we could just, like, build a train station in Patera Colony, but there's a lot of stuff down there. And then next turn, we will have enough power to build this large tritium mine. We will take a... You have no expansion tiles. You do have expansion tiles in hand. You have a road paver depot. Conceivably, you could use that. No, New Warsaw has no tiles available for you. All of these are spoken for. You'd have to place it and then delete it. And Patera Colony won't have room, because this needs to be a robot hub. Interesting. We don't have to place it right now. We're not missing out on anything by not placing it right now. That might end up being a city too. Is +1 water? No, you don't need +1 water. You can just build desal facilities when you unlock boats. Don't worry too much about that. We do generate a lot of water, and we do build a lot of city buildings. But we are also going to need just astronomical amounts of power, and expansion tiles are pretty good. So I think we have to go with that. I'm pretty excited to see another landing pad. But we should probably also get oxygen going here pretty soon. Let's see what the satellite has to say. What do we need right now? A big hint of silicates would be nice to let us place this lab and get it out of our hand. Done. Another +1 science. After that, we'd actually like to place a drone hub. Probably here. Because then we can replace it with an automated taxi stand when we get one of those. Or the support drone post building. Or if we're so lucky to get a research campus here instead of a university, that would be fine. It would let us get to this water. Do we care about that really that much right now? We could also just put it in Patera Colony, get this tile, and then have it be a bacteria spreader next turn. That might end up being better. Give me this pit mine. Give me this drone hub. And then next turn we have a bacteria spreader. And this turn we can just put down a public baths to keep our support bolstered. And then our project after that should be getting this city ready to get founded. So just hit these 4 tiles. Wait for our water to rebuild, wait for our food to rebuild. What furthers that goal? Well, it means we can spend a little titanium. But we're not going to have an empty tile to put a landing pad down. You're going to be too short on water. So you can't take an oxygen factory or a hydroponic farm. And a regolith burner doesn't really do anything for us right now. Take the landing pad because it's cheap and maybe you'll find an opportunity to play it. And then how about your trade routes? Do you want to start working towards a resonance station? Maybe you should. Why not? I'll look at you in a minute. Let's grab tritium. Let's spread bacteria. Let's take... a rover exploration center would be really nice to put down here. Like on that spot specifically. Because then we just get a little bit more exploration going. And it doesn't cost us resources that we're trying to hoard right now. I'm building a resonance station before I build a university. This is off the table. This is off the table. I kind of need my import routes right now, so space hotels I don't think is like really in the cards. It would also just take too long to make. We only have 2 trade routes right now. So that's 8 turns to make that. We're going to see other projects that are better in 8 turns. I guess take one of these, even though I have no immediate plan to make it. We're in danger of spinning our wheels here a little bit. I'm not going to deny it. A soil factory is great right now. We're only making +1 nitrates per turn, but we can actually move some things around for that. Like, I could do this instead. And then we'll be ready for this in like 4 turns because we're going to hit this exploration. Wow, it's a gigantic hint. Okay. I do think I would take that. We're not competing. Our hand isn't competing for nitrates right now. So it's fine to just grab. And then next turn, we're ready to found. Next turn, we'll be ready to found because we can satellite here. It'll give us our last 2 water we need, and then we'll explore here. I'll look at you in a minute, although I'm pretty sure I'm just going to take an Android hub. Found. Does it matter? No. It does not matter. You also got all the nitrates you needed. That's pretty sick. +8. This is a canyon view, so I actually can't put a rover exploration center there. That's kind of unlucky. And then I almost certainly take an Android hub here. Yeah, I'm not taking anything else over expansion tiles. I need boom, boom, boom. And then an AI-guided road network might be really interesting here too. So you come here. You expand here, here, and here. Titanium's obviously the priority. I'm just thinking about what the next plan is. We actually want like a second Android hub up here because we can go here, here, and then grab whatever this is for an empty tile. That would be like a pretty sick landing pad. Although, did I say I had space for an Android hub here? I might not. You know. We could give up on this being a power configuration because we haven't gotten any power buildings yet, and we still need to place our 3rd power building here. So I guess that's an option. Maybe we should abandon that plan. We can just put another robot there. An expansion hub. How good is an expansion hub for us right now? 2 support for every robot, 10 science, terraform router, 10 science. Okay, applied research is just such a fun synergy with having Zhong's perk in the mix, and reverse engineering is fine. I don't think I can afford to take any of those right now. So I think our plan needs to be road paver depot, And then this can, I don't know what this can be. We'll figure it out. You go here to get this canyon view. And then I just want to look at what that is. It's an empty tile. Take it. It has value. Does that change your thinking on that at all? No, not really. I think we might just take a development center. Oh, any elevated tiles in this mix? No, no elevated tiles in this mix. You may want to throw out this photovoltaic field, because I don't see anywhere I'm going to put it, and there's a lot of hex competition right now. That also means you're not going to take any of these. We'll just take my free science. We can build this next turn, which will be a nice little support buffer. And then we got to start working on these mines. Let me change the math ever so slightly on one of them. Sure. Absolutely. I wish I could pick more than one this turn. In fact, I might be able to. Can I get a large hint of science? I can. I can do this. You go here, you go here. And then both you and you are going to come into my hand. Is that right? Yeah. Is it? God, I want, like, everything. These are all good. I think I would like to avoid losing, and I am at minus 18 support per turn right now, so I think we're just going to opt for having more houses in Blue Nitrate City here. None of these give power, which is the biggest issue we're facing right now. You're gonna be such a stellar AI guided road network city. So Patera gets its third generator. That's +1 power. And then we can also build this tritium mine. And then I think we're probably off you if we're making 2 per turn, and we just need to stockpile power for a little bit. I'll come back to this. I need a hint of titanium this turn. And also science would be pretty nice, and silicates would be pretty nice. So give me that guy. That will allow me to build nothing, because I need to destroy rocks to place you, but we'll be able to place you next turn. That's also going to get you 2 tiles. And then what do you want to do with this pick? You can hold 1 card. I don't know. Heliostat power plant is looking really attractive, though. I wish I knew where another elevated dang tile was. I can build you. You're basically free. We're getting 2 titanium per turn. I'd also just really love to take another house. Like, we're making 8 food per turn. It's expansion tiles. Power is an issue. You have 0 power right now. Take power. Oh yeah, I can take both. Oh yeah. And then throw the animal spreader out. You'll find another one. You have so many other things to spend water on. So now I think we're saving up for this gigantic nitrate. We should save up for the resonance station first. Count your power. You only need 3 next turn. So actually, I don't think you need to do that. Let's try and focus on this resonance station to get your power fixed, and then we'll pivot to nitrates, and we'll pivot to titanium, probably, build this gigantic nitrates deposit, and then we'll figure the rest of our lives out. Let's just get our economy sorted out. So come in here, combined living center, 2 expansion tiles. One of them's going to be the canyon view. The other one, it's a bad crater. You're going to be an empty tile, and you are going to be a landing pad that later probably turns into a spaceport. I just want more trade routes. That will put us at 22. I can give away 1 water. I could pop reverse engineering now. I need to do applied research first. We should do applied research first, and then we should do reverse engineering. And then I can take both projects. Beautiful days. Take a spaceport. Take an Android hub. I'd love to take a domed park for the Crater City, but I don't have the silicates income right now to support that. I do have the titanium income to do that, though. Earthquake. We'll look in a bit. How bad is it? 5 science? Who cares? So you can build your resonance station this turn. Let's get that taken care of. 9 power per turn. Feeling pretty good about this. Next, you're going to be building another house in Blue Nitrate City next turn. Probably it's going to get you 2 expansion tiles. Take a look at these, see if either are Highland. If they are, you're excited. +1 science per turn is not something I'm interested in right now. A second soil factory is something I'm interested in. I think we're past the point where 7 titanium, 1 power, and a hex is really worth the value proposition. And we can only hold 1 card anyway. And this is fine. I'm just gonna, like, explore into science next turn. We'll get 2. I will be doing neither of these. You would need 90 tritium to make that in 30 turns. We need to make 3 tritium per turn, which we're doing, but we would need to find 3 empty hexes. I don't love that. And this is a 30 science, 30 titanium, and 30 turns project. Did I take that spaceport? I did take that spaceport. Holy cow, this is also, oh my god. We have, all this stuff we want. What the hell? We want Research Campus 100%. We want Bus Station. Import Oceans is kind of a shitty Import Oceans project. Did we skip it? Is that crazy? I might skip it, even though it's crazy. So I take you and you. We Bus Station New Warsaw for sure. Because that'll get rid of both of these unhappiness penalties and also let us reach this empty tile and this empty tile. So this becomes like empty tile central. And we love that. You go here. I would actually love to place an exploration center out here just to get extra tiles explored. Grab me more nitrates. That's actually enough for a soil factory. Sure. And then grab me this empty tile as well, which will eventually be a pretty nice dock. Then, I'd like to explore here because I don't think I need the power this turn. Yeah. But that'll get you your science to play applied research. And then next turn, well, not next turn, but eventually you can play reverse engineering and you'll be fine. And now that I look at this map, I'm like, maybe we can take this. Because we make 3 tritium per turn. We can get a little extra from exploration here and there that would let us build something like a spaceport. That will probably build on top of this. Or even better, maybe here. Water export, nitrate export, because we're going to have like 5 nitrates. Extra nitrate export from this rich soil that I forgot I was going to use. Maybe, just maybe, it's crazy enough to work. And then I guess with your satellite, let's start uncovering water tiles. Because we know we're going to want to expand into the ocean to get our last couple of resource nodes. The only concern that I have is -5 support per turn is basically like not a penalty. It's so small. And the penalty for planetary defense missiles is that you would never in your right mind spend 30 tritium to get 3 support per turn. But then Apocalyptic Asteroid Monument, like, is pretty good. Oh, man. You know what? Fine. Fine. I'll do it. I'm here to have fun. You should probably stop exporting tritium if this is going to be your plan. Okay, that's a good point. Getting a skyscraper for free is kind of interesting. But I think it's really hard to say no to extra trade routes when we're about to go off on all these spaceports. I'd love to grab you. I know exactly where you can go. And then I guess I wouldn't mind having a homestead. Like, it's a fine building, and we sort of have the titanium to handle it. Okay, let's switch this economy around a little bit. I think we could pretty safely export 1 food per turn. I think we could also pretty safely put you down, just to keep our support moving. You can come here, and then why don't you explore this? Oh, this is the crater that fills in. I'm probably not gonna dike that, which means we're probably looking at this thing. We should also get this gigantic nitrate mine up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll be at 12 power next turn. We have a rover next turn. If the rover can hit titanium, it sorta can. We can build this mine next turn. And then that turns nitrates into our dump stat, basically forever. Here's a water project that's worth chasing. And then, do I need to put a house anywhere right now? You're good. You're good. I don't need to put a house anywhere right now, so let's not take a Marsha. Let's just take, like, another development center, maybe? We will get support for exchanging projects into... Like, we'll get support for throwing projects out. But then, like, what about a robot hub? Well, where would you put a robot hub? Your tiles are kind of sick right now. Like, you're doing okay. You do need 3 empty tiles, though. 1, 2, maybe, like, okay, so actually you have empty tiles. You're good. Like, you're fine. You can build planetary defense missiles anytime you want. Why don't you come down here and get us 2 extra food? Why don't you explore here? Get us the titanium we need to make this mine. And I think now we're saving up for a spaceport. We have no power. I would like to produce your support a second time. That was not very good. Yeah, I care about tiles, man. Look at all the science buildings we have to build. We have to build reverse engineering, a heliostat power plant, a research center. We gotta get the science flowing. We can't afford to take another 20 science building. Hyperloop goes crazy. An areology center also goes crazy. This might be one of those buildings that wins us the game. A rover exploration center is nice, but I don't want to spend tritium now. So give me a hyperloop and give me that thing. Reset all these. Start working on that project. We need to satellite for power if we can find it. We cannot. Okay, what else do you want a satellite for then? Nitrate? No, you don't need nitrate. How about silicate? Build this research campus. Yeah, that seems fine. Grab this. Grab this. You any good? No. Holy cow. Well, no, it's all going to be water. We can dock to it. And we'll be chilling. And then we do have a robot hub. I think I was going to build the robot hub here. Get rid of that bad boy. Flat plains, we might build that city for water if we need it. But you're kind of good as a spaceport. So I think we're going to take this city over and we're going to spaceport next turn. Go. Give me one of these. We could conceivably take a skyscraper. So you go down first. It kind of messes with our tritium, but just hear me out. We can get more. You can also be City of the Year. And then you've got an expansion tile I don't want to use yet. But now we have 2 free exports, and they're for stuff that we really don't care about. So we're going to import... first we're going to spend all of our traders. Like this. And then we're going to do something like that. No, we're going to do something like that. I want to build this research campus, and then we'll focus on tritium, and we'll just knock this project out. We have plenty of time. Don't panic. I don't think we'll be taking any of this because our hand is full. Although an artificial magnetic field... it's like kind of free to take. I'm actually not going to take the skyscraper because we have 2 houses sitting in hand already. It would be a long time before we built that. Okay. Minus 42 support. That's fine. I think we're okay. We would love a bus station, but I want to get some exploration done first. I need 1 silicate. Can I just find the tiniest hint of silicate that ever was that's also not expensive to get to? That's 5 power to get to that? I can't. I would rather wait a turn. Give me the cheap one. Give me Cyanophyta for the extra support. It's only 2 per turn, but every little bit of numbers matters. And then I need to turn you down a little bit. So I can turn you up a little bit, so I can turn you down a little bit. And then I can research a project. It's probably, well, a bus station's free. Blue nitrates wouldn't mind a bus station. Oh, but you can't place it this turn. Because you need to destroy a rock. That's fine. Take it. And I don't think I care about the rest of these. I know that I can, well, I can place a lab this turn, and a lab is just kind of like, it's free, is the thing. The thing you need to know about a lab is it's free. I'll find another plant spreader somewhere else. But I don't think I'm willing to part with any of the rest of these. They're all too good. I would rather have any of these cards than a single lab. Let's think about it that way. End my turn. You have 21 silicates now. Place your research campus. +2 science, +1 happiness. Build your reverse engineering project. Place your bus station. Gives you 3 expansions. You any good? No. Well, we might need to found that. Because a crystal cave is pretty nice. And it's going to flood. We're going to have to found this city. Here. Here. Found. Put it here. We'll just flood it with houses. And then save up for an Android hub. Android hub gets this tile, this tile, this tile. At -1. And then we'll dike it. Because we need silicate income. And then we also have silicates here that we can grab as well. And then what am I doing with you? More food? It's not bad. I mean, nitrates are so free. Grab it. And I'd really like to make a CO2 factory above anything else here, and we have the space for it in our hand, so grab it. You are going to come down to blue nitrates and probably just get placed like here, and we might do another farming area here. Because what else are we going to do? I'll look at you later. Are you saving power for anything right now? No. You're gonna flood, but you're also sandstones? Are sandstones worth it? +5? Yeah, I think sandstones are worth it. And then you can do this. New Warsaw has an extra expansion tile I forgot about. Oh, you can grab this nitrates mine. How about that? 8 and 8. I also need to get back on tritium. Do something like that. So we need to build our first planetary defense missile in like 3 turns to stay on track. I think we can prepare to take a dock, because that water project is going to finish relatively soon. And then it's kind of free to take a development center, because we make a lot of science. Minus 56. Getting a little scary. How are you going to work your way out of this one? You have 32 water, so take that. You're just going to go here. Don't really have to think about that one. You have an anomaly, and that's it. You will be subsumed. You have a silicate. We will be founding that city. In fact, we should have founded it instead of White Collis, but it's a little too late for that now. You're done next turn. Start working on that. Are any of these elevated, by the way? No. Unfortunate. And then I can't hold more projects, so I think all of these are getting thrown out. Could put down a research center. Are you saving for anything? No. Are you saving power for anything? No. Okay. Then do it. Seeing more projects is good. We need to build a mine on that large aquifer, and we need to build a mine on this rich soil. So as soon as this project finishes, we're rebuilding our titanium stocks. We also got to figure out, like, how to not die. Because we've kind of neglected our terraforming parameters a bit. I would take a cheap support building. I would take a bus station. I would take a greenhouse. I would take a gas factory. But I can only take 2. I need titanium. Enable you. That buys us a turn. You need to work on your tritium. You can't use your free imports for titanium right now, because your tritium and getting these missile defenses built is too important. In fact, it's so important that you might want to hit up hints of tritium. God, there's a lot of big resource nodes over here. We should maybe found a city close to that. Are you any good? No. Are you any good? No. Because this is going to get flooded, and then we can't build a mine on it. Does everyone actually have a bus station? No, Patera doesn't, but Patera doesn't have room for it. So cross the bus station off. You kind of have to take a support building. And then I think you have to take a terraforming building. Build it here temporarily. Get your atmosphere going. You have 2 power to explore. You can afford it. You can go here. And that's fine. Next turn, you can build a nitrate mine, which is probably overkill, or a water mine, which is also probably overkill. Okay, fair enough. You could also build a gas factory. You could also finally build a tritium thermal generator. You might also want to think about like a courthouse. Nah, maybe just think about like only terraforming parameters. Actually, anywhere we could build power here. Sort of. We could do like tritium. We can't spend tritium. Of course, I forgot. We're not allowed to spend tritium. So you go here. That's a nice +9. You explore here. That's another sandstone. I will take -1 to get a +5. Next turn. And then I need to save power next turn. You need to go here. You can go here. This will also help support, because we haven't done anything about our radiation protection yet. I can take 1 project. Take a gas factory. Mine resources goes kind of crazy. Founding cities goes kind of crazy. We're going to be trading way too much for independent speech to be good. You also produce 15 atmosphere. Okay, we kind of have to take that, because we've neglected terraforming parameters. That's too good to ignore. Enable you. That gets us out of the danger zone. And then why don't you explore this for silicates? Why don't you finally build an android hub here? Is that what you want to do? No, get your mines built first. Stop getting distracted. Hit mine. You have all of these, like, dump resources that you can use. Look at this. In fact, you're actually at 31 right now. You could build your first planetary defense missile, which gives you support. And then you have 3 power. I don't think you can afford to go anywhere. Yeah, you need 6 at a minimum. But you could destroy 5 rocks for free. Anywhere else got rocks? White Palace? Yeah, okay. It's free real estate. And then I don't think I take... Well, I should take a T-cell facility. What would I throw out for a T-cell facility? Nothing. I love everything in my hand. Yeah, but you need a D-cell facility. Okay, fine. Take that. Throw that out. Get rid of a CO2 factory. Titanium budget's too tight. Again. Come out here. You can't afford it yet. Do it next turn. Development center's free. Water project, real hard to say no to now, even though it costs tritium. Hey, we're importing 7 per turn. And then you and you go here. I need to build a building this turn. I need titanium. I need big titanium. I don't think you have access to big titanium. I think you need to settle for atmosphere. You could build an AI-guided road network somewhere. Where would that be good? Probably here, because you have 5 robots and 3 people. That'll give you 6 expansion tiles, and then you build a hyperloop here. And then you just claim like every tile down here, which is at least 2 water. And like nothing else, but a ton of empty tiles. You saving this for anything? I mean, yeah. You could throw a development center out. You're right, I could throw a development center out. And then I can't really afford to take any of this, although a Martian Festival Grounds would be, like, really funny. Actually, we could do it. We could put it, like, here, and then we could leave this empty, and then it's just a giant, like, piece of support, because we're making 4 water per turn. Okay, let's do it. I've never built a Martian Festival Ground before. Why not now? Why not us? Why not now? And then our power's too tight to build a gas factory. I have too many things I want to spend power on, so just get rid of it. You're gone. I can now expand here, and I can set up a guided tour. I can explore here, I can get water. I can... God, I wish I had an elevated tile. Oh, I do have one. I have one here. Oh, but we need that because it's silicates. Alright, fair. Next turn, we'll probably build a nitrate mine when we have the power for it. And then the turn after that, we probably build an android hub or a homestead in White Colossus. Because we are at -61 support, although atmosphere increases in 4 turns. A plant spreader is great. This is a free house. Like, it's actually just a free house. So you will go here. And then we just magically create a tile out of nothing. Give me nitrates. And then with an empty tile, I can put a plant spreader down. I need heat for you. It's okay, we'll get heat shortly. And then trade routes aren't assigned? What the hell? Oh, yeah. Why don't you give me one of these? Come back to you later. Enable you. I really would like to hit water too. I'd also really like to hit atmosphere 1. So let's do that. Down to minus 53. We're not exactly in crisis anymore. But we're not... Well, actually, we will be fine after this. Plus 25. Okay. Now we're, like, extremely not in crisis. I can't place you because there's rocks in the way. What I might do instead is build a mine. And then we're... you're free, though. Maybe something like that. We can put a development center here as a buffer against whatever noxious uses we want to place in this corner, which realistically could be like 2 power buildings and a residence station, now that I look at it. And then we can take projects. We can actually hold things, which is a nice change. I would love to take a second plant spreader. Oxygen factory is the kind of thing we're about to have the water budget for. A lab is kind of free. Stop me if you've heard this one before. And then we can buffer the other house with it. What's our plan for the next couple turns? Because I feel like it matters. Our plan for the next couple turns should be build an Android hub here and get you, and you. Not you. You, and you. Because... I also remembered I have to dike something. I have to dike you. Because... this is going to flood. And it's a priority to build that mine before it goes away. So the plan is... build up titanium to get an Android hub. To claim these tiles that you want out here. Do we have any kind of, like, secondary plan? Like, maybe we should found a city. We should found you just so that you exist and we can build a mine. Silicate income would be nice. We can put a science building on the anomaly. Food is extremely free and water is mostly free. And then wasn't there like a second city that we wanted? Was it you? It was you because you had water. Same thing. We found you. You don't really do anything, but you also don't cost anything. Minus 70 is a little spooky. A space project would be nice. Especially one that makes heat. A robot hub would be okay. 20 support would also just kind of be like, okay. We can explore. Why don't you give me big tritium? Thank you very much for big tritium. We'll be making a second planetary defense missile. What can I satellite that's good? We could discover that the polar ice cap exists. Gives you a couple terraforming parameters. And then you have enough power to get a little extra atmosphere out here. You any good? No. We don't need to place this because we don't actually have plants that can grow. So we're fine sitting on that for a little while. But support is an issue. How fast could I finish this, conceivably? Not that fast. 5 turns. I might be dead in 5 turns. I won't be dead in 5 turns. I will not be dead in 5 turns. Second dock. Gas factory. We're kind of running a surplus on power. It'd be nice to have an animal spreader just in hand, but we're nowhere close to oxygen 1. So it's not like we can place anything. Magnetic fusion plant, kind of interesting. Yeah, but you need the tritium. Citizen Science Center, not that interesting. We're miles away from building an underwater hotel. Give me the 20 support. I would love to find a nearby hint of titanium. How expensive are you going to be to reach? 8? Ugh. I'll do it because I want the atmosphere, but I'm not happy about it. I needed to get rid of those rocks, man. They're killing me. Because I could put a homestead down. Just start on it, and then you can do it next turn. And I think this is about all you can do for this turn. Nitrate asteroid, one of the least valuable asteroids I could possibly see. Exploration satellite's going to be pretty good. Expansion tiles are always nice. A resonance station I don't really have room for right now, plus we're bleeding all of our silicates dry, so I don't really have any kind of plan for you. An igloo, unironically, is quite a bit of support. I don't love having to take one, but like you're +7, you're +4. And I could place both. Why don't you come here, grab this water, and then if I built a robot hub next turn, I could grab this for the heliostat power plant. I'm not going to be able to reach that silicate. Do I have satellite next turn? I do. Just keep giving me atmosphere. Keep changing the math on atmosphere, and I think we're in a good spot. We survive for 3 more turns, but heat increments next turn. So that's nice. Hard conditions research lab? No thank you. Shipwright? No thank you. Well, maybe. +1 heat. Think tank condominium's pretty sweet. I would like to take that. Let's see if I can find a way to do it. 11 power. Get rid of this. Build a free house. Come here. Satellite. Silicate. Keep this project running. Then just go for any cheap exploration. Then you should be able to put down a forest. You can. Put it in Sabia Minor. People will like that. Then put down a second plant spreader somewhere. You make 6 nitrates per turn. Destroy the old plant spreader and just build a second forest. Okay. -64. We're starting to claw our way back. What's your plan for the next couple turns? You need titanium. You still need to build the robot hubs. You didn't actually manage to accomplish your goal. You accomplished part of your goal. It's not all bad. You're right, it's not. You would really like this to be a dock, though. How are you on water? 4 of 9. 6 of 9. 7 of 9. 8 of 9 at a minimum. 9 of 9. You know where all 9 of your water is? You can actually breach this aquifer. And then this turns into a pretty nice dock spot. Because you can expand here, into here, into here. It's going to cost you a lot of support, but that's fine. At the end of the game, who cares? And then you also wanted to found... I wanted to found this city! Okay, we're down 1 silicate. That's bad. I forgot. That's on me. I forgot, and if we lose by 1 silicate, I will take accountability for my actions. What else did I do this turn? I did one other thing. And now I don't remember what it was. It was over here, right? I picked a project, of course. I took, not you. I must have turned this into support, because none of this looks great. Although, why would you not just take a free house? You were thinking about taking the house until you bulldozed the spot you were going to put the house. You could put it here. You could put HQ here. You could put a support here and then a third house there. I like that. Give me plus 20 support. Found city. Wet Plano. Here. You don't have enough power. It's fine. You're chilling. End turn. No? Yes. No? Probably not. This is so much support. You gotta take that. Food, water, or nitrates. Check this S out. That's support, baby. And then this turns into a cheap exploration. You have nothing that I'm interested in. I need to throw a project out, huh? This is a heliostat power plant spot. Our atmosphere's fine. Get rid of the gas factory. Take a water project. This is free, basically. And then bin the rest. Just shove it back here. Very good. Okay, so atmosphere increases 3 turns. Oxygen increases 5 turns. We're kind of on the lookout for an animal spreader at this point. And then we'd also really like to start flooding the planet. Do this. Take 1 turn off for your tritium, because you're actually going to make that timer with room to spare. Finish this next turn. What are you going to heat up? Sabia's fine. Noachis is cold. Noachis Major's really cold. It'll probably be Noachis Major, because you're going to have a decent amount of rainfall. And a decent amount of oxygen. Yeah, we're gonna space laser Noachis Major for sure. I would love to take that. Enable you, heat here. Take you. Think about the rest later. Because I want to do this. And then I want to do this. Wait, do I need to do it in the other order? I do. Do this. And then do this. For the bonus support. Do this. Harvest it, and then we're looking at a heliostat power plant soon. 26, 27, 28, 30. That'll finish our crisis. Then import 1 more. You still haven't built your mines. Are your mines more important than water? No, water's more important. We want to flood the planet because then we get to, like, explore everything. Okay. So what are your 2 exports? Science? I don't think we need plus 9 per turn. I want to get this heliostat power plant built. I'm tired of being short on power, is the primary goal. Sure. It's a gigantic aquifer. We're set on water. Water is not going to be the problem. Explore here. You got anything in there? No. Although, you'd be a pretty sick shipwright city. Yeah, but you don't have anything. Like, we can just dock here and then do, like, a giant roundabout. Because support doesn't matter on the last turn. You make 9 science per turn. Yeah, but you have a lot of science buildings in hand. Throw all this out. 20 support's 20 support. Okay. End of my turn. Show available leaders. Bonus food production for food. I won't be doing that. Oxygen production, though, very valuable. Thank you. I love a miner's cottage. I might grab other stuff here, but I need to think about it. So who's got the most mines right now? 1, 2, 3. Versus 1, 2. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be New Warsaw, but New Warsaw's full on houses. White Castle's going to have a ton of ocean mines. Get this shit out of here. This built it like 2 turns ago. It's gone. Extract you, because you're going to be a dock in a little bit. And then I think we're at the point where I really need to explore the oceans. You don't have the power to do that. Just do this. And then I guess import life forms. I would love a kelp forest. You can take 2 projects. Your titanium budget's really tight. You can't afford a CO2 factory. You don't care about any of that. Just take the support. And then you're at 33. You don't need that anymore. You can do something like that to finish the oceans faster. Where is the empty tile you're going to place this thing on, though? Ah, who cares? We'll just replace it with a dock later. And then you are like the support building of the century. Turn 51, we're at -8 support. We may not win this game by turn 65, but I also don't think we're going to lose this game. Maybe famous last words. Because our titanium economy is in shambles. That's my biggest problem right now, is what's going on with our titanium. Okay, that's kind of awkward timing. You're important, though. We have to throw the satellite out. You come in. The rest of this is support. Do me one of these. Do me one of these. And then keep exploring the oceans. What? Hold on. No, what we need is silicon. Well, no. You explore the ocean. Just explore the oceans. You can skip that nitrate tile because you're not going to need nitrates. You need to find things that aren't nitrates and also that aren't water. You saving this for anything? No. Alright, give me O2. That increments in 2 turns. Heat increments in 8 turns. We'll probably still be alive for that as well. I need to see spreader buildings now. Polygers, sure. Spreader building. My favorite house. Free support. No. No. Sure. We still need to save that empty tile. Oh, and then we get an extra expansion out of that? What's your deal? You're empty. Gigantic aquifer, maybe? What's 2 support really cost you? 12 and 12. You don't need more water. That's going to put you at 8. This thing's going to put you at 10. You're actually done with water. So ignore anything you see that's water related. Titanium. Massive. We love that. I think this needs to be our next city found. Just because of how good it's going to be with a shipwright to get out into all these places. It's easier than building a dock here, and then we get to use this tile for something else, like a spreader building. So I think that's fine. Sure? Sure. Not right now. Let me repair this first. I don't have 15 food. We'll wait a turn on it. show me this. And then maybe, like, show me this. No silicates. Okay. Start turning that project on. We're gonna go to water 2 next turn? That's fine. You're good on nitrates. You're at 6 right now? 6? You'll be at 8? Surely there's one more nitrate somewhere. Oh yeah. There it is. Alright, so I don't need you. You're just extra support, and you're free. You're a house, and you're not bad. You're not free because I want to save room for a spreader. So why don't you come, like, here? Because this, I'd rather this be like an entertainment center. It's just going to be more support overall. And then why don't you explore me? I want these to connect. They do. That's beautiful. Next turn, I need to explore a hint of silicates, though. Okay, minus 98. You gotta chill. I need you to slow down. You go here. Enable you. Robot hub me. Grab this, dike it. And grab this for an empty tile. Next, we found you, probably. Do I care about any of these? Yeah, I wouldn't mind oxygen. No, you're saving for an animal spreader. I still wouldn't mind oxygen, though. And then you're just random expansion tiles that I might need. So here's the thing about Red Planet, right? Is at the end of the game, we're going to need to build like 15 mines if we're going to pursue the cheesy dock strategy that I always use. Which means we need to save up enough stuff to actually build all those docks at one time at the end of the game. We need to keep an eye on that. These are free, though. Like, science is so clearly our dump. It's getting a little dicey. That's big. We love that. This is also pretty good for support. Like, I think you need to come here. Even though we're trying to save for an animal spreader. And then next turn, we found that city down there. We can ignore water. We're looking for hints of other better things. We're not getting them, but we're looking for them. And then can I afford you? I can. You cost me 20 support. That's fine. I want the income. An ocean import. That's 70. Breaching an aquifer will put us at 90, but we can just breach one we find in the ocean. I don't need to take a water project. What I do need to take is support. Your free support. Your expansion tiles. You can just come here to make people happy. You can come here. All adjacent locations you can explore. What the hell? I guess that makes sense. Found. Found. Here. Here. What? Oh, right. It's not coastal yet. My bad. It does throw like a small wrench into my plans, though. Seaweed farm looking kind of free, but do we need the food? No, you don't have the room to hold any of these. So, like, grab a skyscraper or throw it out. 10 support. Oxygen factory, it's not your time. I'd rather build a plant spreader or an animal spreader. Throw it out. Explore the oceans. This is just to get through this tile. It's only 10. It's okay. I'm sure there's another hint of water somewhere that I can drill. I'm sure there is. It'll be fine. We live for like 3 more turns, but heat increments in 3 turns. I actually think I might need to build this animal spreader like very soon. End turn. I also just realized, hey genius, how are you going to drill an aquifer project that's in the ocean if you can't get to the ocean because you're a water too? I'm gonna have to drill that gigantic aquifer. Do I care about any of these? Maybe. Okay, you can get built. You're our nitrate mine that puts us at 8. Done. And then you're gonna be... There's a nitrate mine that puts us at 9 in the water somewhere. There it is. What did I need to do down here? Oh yeah, drill this aquifer. I need 12 power for that. I don't need to do it until next turn, though. So it's fine. Keep exploring the ocean. Nitrate hint? I don't need nitrates, game. I'm full on nitrates. Give me other resources. Titanium? That'll do. That'll do. I don't think I have a plan for that landing pad. Alright, so next turn we hit water 3. Check out. Enable. Extract. Water 3. Now is the time. Oh, you don't have tritium. You spent it all. I can do this. That only got you 3. That's not enough. Okay, let's make a house then. Because I want the 1 expansion tile to get this canyon to get a little extra support. And then I think I probably need to work on founding you. Because I'm going to need this titanium. Let's get a little bit of this going. It's going to be close. The heat increase is going to buy us an extra turn. But after that, we're really going to live and die by what kind of spreader buildings we see to get some support increases. So cross your fingers. 1 oxygen, 2 temperature, 1 oxygen. I don't know how many places I'm going to be able to do that. Not many right now. Alright, that's going to be herring instead. Spreader buildings? Yes. Thank you. My prayers have been answered. That's basically free. And then I'll take support. You go here. Let's up our oxygen production. Let's get a plant spreader down. This is support. They're all the same. They're all exactly the same. Also, can you give me like extra food if there's a city there? You do. I'll take extra food. Alright, we live for 3 turns now. We're really close to the next oxygen threshold. That's nothing. I'm getting screwed by the ocean. In a big way. You could also put an animal spreader down this turn. You have the water. You explored. Yeah. Fish. 110 support, plus 11 per turn. How about that? And then this is plus 2 water. You care about that? 5, 6, 7, 8? Eh, 9 is somewhere. We need to found a city over here as well to get at some of these cheaply. Like next time I see a shipwright, I'm probably going to found this city. Because we got silicate, nitrate, silicate, nitrate, silicate. Jalagrov is really going to help our support out a little bit, I think, here. I kind of can't say no to him. I wouldn't mind extra tiles, but I wouldn't mind seeing extra projects, too. Sure, that's extra water. Sure, that's extra tiles. That's extra support, and I don't have a house in hand right now. 9 support. Empty tile for spreader buildings. Water. 7 of 9 water, 8 of 9 nitrates. Plants. Yes. Plus 60 and plus 6. Explore you and explore you probably in the next 2 turns. Four turns on oxygen. We will live to see oxygen increment. Okay, maybe not. Take you. No spreader buildings. I'm not interested. Explore you. You're a cave. You have an anomaly. You have fertile soil. I will found you next turn. 7, 8, 9. We're so far. It's turn 62. We're gonna die. We have not expanded our economic prowess far enough. Our silicates and our titanium just never took off. And I'm not entirely sure why. Like, we just never found any hints of titanium here. Oh, let's see what we can do. Do I need tiles in any of these cities right now? No. Are you any good? No. I can't found you anyway. You're stalling. I am stalling. You're not wrong. Neither of those are any good. I want to know what you are. Because you don't need... There's nothing you really want to build this turn, right? Like, none of these cities really get to any resource nodes. Yes, that is correct. Well, yes, that is correct. Spreader building. Space project that I don't hate. Development center. To spend my 115 science on. What's your deal? You're bad. Alright. Found. What was your plan here? You're at 8 of 9 nitrates. Probably give it like a robot hub, if I had to guess. Go here. And there's like a hint of water there that you can get. Show me a shipwright, please. An animal spreader? It's almost as good. Do I need the water? Yes. Mine. Mine. Give it a bus... you can't. You're never going to use that fertile soil. Give it a bus station. You don't have resources. Spreader. You get a bonus for this one. Never give up. Never surrender. You can win in 2 turns. Do get it twisted. Some trade routes aren't assigned. Okay. Phobos, you have water? I don't need you. You're free, you're free, you're free. That's actually a huge get. Look at all this stuff. Oh, we're dead next turn. I thought I was, well, 10 support per population. It's not gonna do it. Bacteria might do it. 174, 281. I need 90 support. Do I have any city that has a population of 9? I don't think so. You're close. You're 4. No, you don't have any city with a population of 9. That's crazy. God, if only I'd paid like a little more attention. So I think I had a way to make it to that oxygen threshold, and then if I got to the oxygen threshold, maybe I had a way to play an animal spreader. And then maybe. But this one is unfortunately cooked, I think. No, it counts. Okay, never mind. We're still in this. I never gave up. I need all the support I can get. I need 9 water this turn to build an animal spreader. I should have done my math. I think, like, maybe we can actually live. I don't quite know how. Plus 230 minus 260. We can't live. There's no, well... Plus 230 minus 250. We can't live. No. Well, man. Red Path I have never been particularly good at. I'm not sure where that one went wrong. It felt like we just never had the amount of titanium that we needed to come together, really. Like, even with the ocean exploration, I don't think we were getting there. So, we're going to have to go back to the lab on figuring out what went wrong on that one. Next up, we got Blue Path, Planet of Knowledge, Expansionist. I feel like I've mostly got a handle on some of those. I think Planet of Knowledge in particular, we can do pretty well with our new strategy of just make buildings all the time. And Blue Path, I think, is also going to be a challenge with the increased terraforming parameters. But that is where I'm going to be done for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We have still 4 games to go at a minimum, and hopefully we'll make some more progress on some of them soon. But till then, take care, and I'll see you next time.